The 3 most effective ways to defend and counter the jab. 1, 2, off that back foot. Hi, my name's Glenn Holmes. I'm the co-owner of the Box and Burn Academy, the world's #1 boxing fitness education course. I'm also the founding trainer here at Box and Burn in Los Angeles, California. All right, the first way we're going to defend the jab and then counter the jab is with the parry. This is probably the first thing you'll learn in boxing in terms of how to defend that jab. 9 times out of 10, the first punch that you're going to need to defend is the jab, right? So the way she's going to defend that, orthodox versus orthodox, she's going to use her backhand, so her right hand to defend it. As the jab comes in, she's going to just parry it and try and deflect that jab off a little bit. So make sure when you're parrying, your fist is tight. You're actually creating some tension in the fist. Otherwise, the jab's just going to fly straight through, right? So to defend that jab, she's just going to parry it with the right hand. And she's just kind of watching my shoulder area right here. And as soon as she sees that jab come, boom, she's just going to deflect it with the right glove. The key to the parry is to let the jab travel, right? If you try and meet the jab and she brings her hand away from the face, then it's easy to counter with that hook. So I can just feint that jab, draw the hand forward, and then it's leaving her wide open, right? So you always want to keep that glove close to the head. And at first, when you're getting used to parrying the jab, if it's something you're not that familiar with, it can be kind of intimidating to let that jab travel right close to the face right this and parry at the last minute. But that's what you really want to work on. You want to develop that confidence to let the jab really travel and parry it at the last minute. So I'm just throwing that jab right there nice and light, and she's just deflecting it with a tight fist, trying to just knock the jab off as well. The benefit to parrying it with some force is it's also going to pull me off balance a little bit and kind of pull me into range for her to land the counter. We'll get to the counter in a second, but if she has that light fist, like I said, the jab can get through. But if she's a bit more aggressive and tightens up that fist, boom, it deflects my punch and pulls me into range for her to land the counter, boom. So there you go, just gonna practice that a few times, get comfortable with the parry. Now for the counter, what I'm gonna do is, I've used my left mitt right here as the coach, right? So in order for her to counter that like straight away in boxing, she would throw it straight back at the face. So I'm gonna use the right mitt to catch the jab for that. So in order for the catch counter right here, we're gonna catch the jab with the right hand, and she's got her left hand free, and I'm gonna catch that on my right mitt. So I'm gonna have that there the whole time, so that's gonna simulate me being pulled off balance. That's where the head would be for the counter jab. So number 1 right here is the catch counter. We're gonna catch with the backhand and counter right back with the same punch, the jab, okay? So once we've drilled that parry a few times, she gets comfortable with that, right? Then she can start thinking about having the jab ready. As soon as that parry's landed, then she can throw that jab straight away. So I'm gonna have that right mitt ready, and she's just gonna shoot that jab as soon as that jab's been caught, right? She catches my jab, shoot the jab right away. Catch, counter, catch, shoot. So it's just a catch and shoot, catch, shoot, catch, shoot. Good. Now same thing with that jab. I'm not meeting it too much. I'm allowing it to fully extend and throw a good jab as well. Catch and shoot, good. Catch and shoot, good. So as she's kind of watching this out of peripheral vision, gluing her eyes on the target for the counter. And again, good, again, good. So there's number 1, the most basic form of defending the jab and countering the jab, the catch and shoot. Catch the jab, shoot the jab. All right, so for number 2, instead of catching and then shooting, what we're gonna do is counter and land at the same time, right? So with this, we're gonna counter with a jab to the body. So this time, in order to defend the jab, she's gonna slip the jab, but once she's got used to that, she's gonna throw her jab at the same time. So effectively, my jab is missing and her jab is landing. We're both throwing jabs simultaneously. So as I throw my jab as the coach, I'm gonna hold my right mitt on here to give her the target for that jab to the body. And the key right here with this is to just slip a little bit lower than you normally would if you're not gonna counter. So if she was normally just slipping a headshot, she wouldn't get too low, she just kind of stay right there and just let the jab fly over her shoulder. But if the intention is to counter at the same time, like what we're doing right here, we're defending the jab and countering the jab with the jab, is get a little bit lower and get into the legs to be able to land that jab to the body as a power punch as well. So right there, if she dips and really digs into that punch, she's dropping into her legs, that actually will do some damage. You can use it as a power punch. So again, it's just a case of reflexes for you as the boxer. You're gonna watch the coach or your opponent with the shoulder area, and as soon as that jab comes in, you just kind of gotta go and go straight to that position, just go for it. Without hesitating, just throw that jab to the body. Good, good. And then really tighten up that fist and slam that jab in. Good, good. And she's coming right back up, right? As soon as that jab's landed, she's right back up and on balance for whatever's next. Good. Exhaling as she throws the jab. Good. So I've missed, she's landed. Boom. boom, good. And it's just a case of reactions and reflexes. So there's number 2. Jabbing simultaneously, slipping the jab, landing the jab to the body at the same time. All right guys, before we get to number 3, which is probably my favorite, and it's actually a knockout counter to the jab, great option to counter the jab. Just want to remind you, subscribe to the channel, like this video, please share it. If you have any questions about this video, leave them in the comments below, and I'll get back to you. If you have any requests for videos as well, leave them in the comments. All right, so number 3, this is tricky to pull off. It requires a lot of timing and a good amount of reaction speed and timing from the right side of the body. Now, so in the last one, we reacted to the jab with the jab. This time we're reacting to the jab with the cross, right? Or overhand right, actually. So what we're training right here is really good reaction skills. So I'm not actually even gonna be able to get the jab off. What I'm gonna do is, as soon as I start to turn that shoulder to even hint that I'm going to throw a jab, she's going to react by throwing a straight right. So without the mitts for a second, if we were boxing right here and I start to even show that shoulder, right there, boom, she's going to time it. Boom, she's going to time it. Nice and long, and it's kind of over the shoulder a little bit. So as soon as you see my shoulder move, boom, the reaction is the cross. Boom, the reaction is the cross, right? So what I'm going to do is a couple of times just give her the shoulder, but I'm going to give her the mitt to land that cross, right? And this might take a few punches or a few reps to get that timing down, but it's just a case of repeating it and practicing it. This is a great shot to try and pull off in sparring, because 9 times out of 10 the first punch your opponent's going to throw is a jab, and it's a great way to counter it with a power punch. So right here, as soon as she sees that left shoulder move, she's going to throw that straight cross. I'm going to have that mitt ready for her to throw the punch. Ready? Good. Good. Wait for it. Yeah, good. All right, so as soon as she sees me start to go with the shoulder, bang, she just meets me with the punch. Yep. Yeah, good. So that's the overhand right. That's the way to counter the jab with a power punch. So there, just to recap, number 1, the most basic way to defend and counter the jab is the catch and the counter. Oh, you're going to counter with the jab. So we're going to catch with the backhand and throw the jab, right? So that's the catch and shoot, catch, shoot, catch, shoot. So that's number 1, catching the jab and then throwing the counter jab. The second one was slipping the jab and countering with the jab to the body. So again, we're using the jab to counter. Simultaneous, mine's missing, she's landing. And then your last one, a little bit more tricky, a little bit more advanced. She's looking for that movement in the left shoulder, and as soon as she sees it, she just throws a straight cross. Boom, right over the top, and bang, landing that punch. Bang, there, okay? So there's 3 ways right there you can practice defending and countering the jab.